truce. All I want is just to be back in charge. Besides, who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out.
Should have had an awesome, like, long freaking battle, but nope, Megatron just dies like this. But anyways, this is for all the people that you helped killed and you killed, and for Jazz! For Jazz! For all the humans, if you killed her, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. And all the other people you helped, killed, and for Jazz.
Optimus, all I ever wanted was the survival of our race.
Could have done that without trying to kill another race.
Why?
Destroy another planet.
I had to betray. You didn't betray me. You
Betrayed yourself. It's for Ironhide and for all the humans you killed. You helped killed. It's for Ironhide. Piece of crap. It's a corrupt leader, man. Corrupt, peaceful, once peaceful warrior. Peaceful leader, man. It's sad. It's sad. Thanks, Optimus. Hey, guys. What is up, you guys? It's your boy, Autobot Mason Prime here, coming at you again with my Transformers Revenge of the Fall. I mean, not Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers Dark of the Moon review. I already reviewed Revenge of the Fallen. I'm coming at you with my Transformers Dark of the Moon review. You probably already saw what was my intro for the review here. Yeah. I just want to come in here and talk about not Revenge of the Fallen. I wanted to come in here and talk about Dark of the Moon and talk about how it's a pretty good movie. And like, there's some stuff in there that I was like talking about while I was watching that I don't think I noticed before. And I'll talk about it here in this review. Hope you enjoy, guys, and remember, 2 days to extinction. Let's kick it. Alright, guys. So, Transformers Dark of the Moon came out in 2011 in like June and July. I think it was July. And I remember like seeing the first trailer for it, where it was like Sentinel on the moon. I'm just like, that's crazy. I was like 12 at the time when I saw it. I was like, that's crazy. Like when I saw that stuff with Sentinel. And then lo and behold, Transformers Dark of the Moon comes out a year later, or comes out in 2011, later that year, and, you know, I'm getting all hyped on it. I got some of the toys. I still have some of the toys today. I have, like, a deluxe class Bumblebee and deluxe class Crank Chase, or Case, and I have deluxe class Starscream, and, you know, yeah. And, Dark of the Moon. Transformers Dark of the Moon, it is one of the best movies of the three. It still is, even though some of the stuff I'll talk about in here, you know, let's talk about the positives of the movie. We see Shockwave. He has his driller, and it's epic. We see like some pretty good storytelling, in my opinion. We see some awesome stuff with the Autobots, you know, fighting, and Sentinel betrayed him and all that, and we finally get, you know, the final triumph at the end of the movie, or almost all the Decepticons are dead except for some few and all that, and you know, yeah. But I'll get to more. You know, I'm not gonna do the positive and negatives right now. I'll get to that later. Now let's just talk about the movie and talk about the plot. All right, the plot of the movie, you guys already know, is basically, in 1969, we went to the moon, supposedly in the Transformers universe, or in this movie. We went to the moon because of an event. Because of an Autobot ship named the Ark crash landed on there, and it could have been their key to winning the war for Cybertron. And as it turns out, you know, they had the Ark there, and it crash landed on the moon. Now, I guess Sector 7 was around back then, I don't know, but they heard news about it, and they contacted President Kennedy, and they're like, oh, we need to find what's up, yeah, we all sent a man to the moon, and supposedly they sent a man to the moon to discover the Ark. And then, you know, we later find out that the Ark had Sentinel and these pillars that could contract a space bridge. They could transport anything. You know, we all know what a space bridge is. So yeah, and it could have been their key to winning the war. So, yeah. Then we get to more of the stuff. We start showing up to stuff with like Sam and all of them, and then let's see, how did it start? It started off with the lunar stuff, and then I'm trying to remember if the Shockwave stuff was before or after this when we first introduced Carly and Sam. Yeah, no, it was before. We go in and we see Citadel Prime there as President Nixon is there. It's supposedly they like had some. They supposedly showed where they had the pillars from way back then and all that. And then they have the pillars there. They get the pillars, take them back, and they've been there ever since. And the Autobots never knew about it until most recently. And then we show up. We see Sam with his new girlfriend Carly. Carly, played by Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and how does Sam get all these hot chicks? First, like Megan Fox, and then you get like a Victoria's Secret model who's also British. I'm sorry, but British accents are just. I'm sorry, but. Anyways, sorry about that. But just say, anyways, they get that stuff going on. That they show this. No, they don't get stuff going on. They have the introduction of Carly and Sam, and about how Sam he got a hero medal and all that, and they have that stuff going on, and he's upset because he feels like that he doesn't matter as much as he did when he was with the Autobots and helping save the world, and all that. So then we find out there's Wheelie, and then there's a new Autobot named Brains. He's like a little, he's like Willy, but he's an Autobot instead of a Decepticon who turned into an Autobot. So yeah, they got them there. They live with Sam now. They had some stuff going on. I guess some humor. Then he says Sam has to go out looking for a job because his parents going to be there, and his parents find out he doesn't have a job. But like that, he's going to be like, oh crap. So yeah, then he goes out looking for a job. His parents show up a week earlier, and then Sam has a new car because Bumblebee isn't around anymore. And then Sam's mom was like, what happened to Bumblebee? And then he's just like, he's out there doing his missions. I gotta get a new car. It's a collector's item. And she's like, what does it transform into? It's a collector's item. And then she's just like, oh, that's nice. It reminds me a lot of Bumblebee. If Bumblebee were a sad piece of yeah. You guys know what she says. And I thought that was kind of funny. But it's nice he had that car and all that. Then we got more stuff going on with Sam and Carly. As we go on, before we show Sam going to get a job interview, we show, like there's Energon detective units all over the Earth now, and then we show Optimus and Colonel Lennox and everybody else of his team, everybody else of Nest going out to Chernobyl because there's alien activity there, which is all a setup from Laserbeak where he's messing with this guy and he's making him lead them there. And there's an engine part there for the Ark. Optimus kind of fights Shockwave's driller. Shockwave shows up. He's like, Optimus! And like, he's voiced by Frank Welker, which is awesome. And then Optimus is like, yeah! And then like, he goes away, and then he finds out he tells Lennox that's Shockwave, and he finds out that that's an engine part to a long-lost Autobot ship, and he's just like, it's impossible. And then later we cut back to Sam getting a job interview, and he keeps on going and going and going. And he finally finds one with this guy named Bruce Bravos, and he gets a job there, which Bruce Bravos is kind of a little bit of a dick, because he says this girl's disgusting because she has like a yellow cup on the red cup on the yellow floor. And it's like, okay. So he gets a job there because he got a recommendation from Dylan Gold, who is essentially the human villain in the movie. And sorry about scratching my nose so much, but my allergies kind of mess with me. But Dylan Gold, who is a car collector and has history with Carly, who Carly used to be in the defense, and that's how it used to be working for America as a British ambassador or British embassy Yeah, British Embassy, and that's how she met Sam, because he was there when he got her mail, and they got together and all that, yeah. But anyways, after that, we had the stuff with, no, wait, where was that? Oh, we have the stuff with, Sam getting a job, and he got a recommendation, and we got the stuff later with, Deep Wang. My gosh, not Peter Chow. Peter Chow is a cool YouTuber, though, but, Chow, the guy who plays Chow from freaking Hangover, is in here. He's hilarious. I'm sorry. He's just like, you open my grill or whatever. You open my shit. And then he goes, and he tries to take down Laserbeak later when Laserbeak tries to, interrogate him. And he's just like, you mess with the wrong Wang today. And he has the two guns. It's hilarious. But then we go to that. He gets the job there. Other stuff happens. Not that many important stuff. They get in the bathroom stall, and not like that, but Wang tells Sam about everything that's going on the dark side of the moon. He finds that out, and then we cut back to the Autobots, and we found out more information about the Ark and everything. And Prime's like Ironhide said, he's pissed, and like Prime's just like, you lied to us. Everything we knew about our peoples were known and shared. Then what was to be known and shared? So why was this in human possession? And we found out about the Ark. Buzz Aldrin was there, which that was pretty cool, actually. I thought that was pretty cool. He was in the movie. He's like, I wondered how he acted for that. He had to like pretend Optimus was there, like, yeah, like he's like, yeah. But then we got that, and then found out more information about the Ark. They go to find the Ark later, and they get Sentinel. Ratchet goes with them to the moon. They use their ship, that the Artinger, I think. No, not Artinger. Something else. I'm thinking of Harold Artinger from the new movie, I think. Never mind. But they go on the ship and they get Sentinel and the pillars back. So hopefully maybe they could try to rebuild Cybertron with it. I really don't really understand why they wanted to get the stuff back. Why they wanted to get the pillars. Or want to get Sentinel. But I guess they want to get Sentinel, so he could revive his buddy and everything. And they probably were going to try to build Cybertron. But not how Sentinel was trying to do it. So, yeah. Well, yeah, of course they were trying to build Cybertron. So, yeah. And then we cut back to Sam and all of them. Well, actually, we cut back before this, but he gets the job and blah, 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 blah. That stuff happens at his office with the Dark Side of the Moon stuff. Like Wang, Deep, Floyd, like Pink Floyd, Dark Side. You got my friends to go into trouble. It's up to you. Tell them. It's up to you. And then, like, he reads it and all that. He finds out the stuff. Laserbeak's there. He suicides Wang, because before then we cut to Megatron. Megatron's just like, you've been very well, Soundwave. Now we must kill your human collaborators. Because they're like, the Autobots took the bait. They covered the Ark. They went to the Ark and came back with his cargo. And you're kind of wondering if you ever first watched this, like, what's the bait? Like, bait? What's going on here? And then we go later, and later we find out, it's Sentinel, and like, ugh. And then we find out more later about it. And then we cut back, and they have the stuff at the office. Laserbeak suicides Wang, and then he tries to go after Sam, and then he escapes. And then Sam tries to get back to the base where his car gets all messed up. And then, like, the guy there, the Nest guy, how's your car now? Trying to say, like, that this is human resources and services or something like that. Like, really. Packing M4s is like... And then, Sam gets inside the base because Bumblebee comes and is like, that's my car, They go in, they freaking, Sam gets, like, freaking checked for metal. He's like, oh yeah, that's my toe ring. Oh yeah, you gotta take out my toe rings? It's my brass knuckles. What? I was like, he has nothing, And then we cut in, and we go in. Sam gets inside Ness. He's talking to Lynx about what's going on with the dark side of the moon and everything, about how Wang had involved, or that we had to warn, the Autobots and the good friends, the Nest people and all that. And then we go inside, and I thought it was cool how he saw Ironhide and Ratchet again, for so long, he pats Ironhide on the hood, and he does something with Ratchet, he had to envelope him, I don't know, yeah. And then we cut more to the getting inside, and they revive Sentinel. Optimus revives Sentinel with the Matrix leadership, and he's like, "Where are the pillars? The war! The war!" And they're "No need to fear, we are here." Because he got his knife, or his sword kind of thing, and he's it's Optimus. Optimus is "Oh, it's me, it's Optimus Prime, it's Optimus Prime." He's "Oh, okay." But he's not like that, but he's just "The war! The war!" Kind of like an old man. But how is it that, I wanted to know this, how is it Sentinel can know how to speak English when he just got revived on Earth? I don't know. But then, I want to know how, the Decepticons can learn how to speak English, too. I guess they did the same thing with learning the Earth's languages through the World Wide Web. Or maybe, Sentinel knew the Earth's languages before, because because it said, he's supposed to be the Einstein, of, the Transformers generation, so whatever. And he did create the pillars and space bridge and all that, so yeah. And we once had that one chick, I forgot her name, but the one girl that is kind of mean a little bit, but not really. She's just kind of mean to Sam. Calls Sam a messenger, and then he goes back to the messenger thing later in the movie, and then we go to that. Then oh, I'm sorry. And then we go inside, we learn more about the pillars and all that, and he's just "The pillars must be in our possession." And then that agent says, if humans say so, they could be used for weapons, bombs, blah 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 blah. And then Sentinel's just "Well, you heed me this. You better make sure the Decepticons do not get their hands on this, and this does not fall into Decepticons' hands, or it could mean the end of your world," and all that. So yeah. So then we go forward, and I don't know what that was, but then we go forward. Sam tries to say that he can help out with all this, and the agent calls him a messenger, and then sends Bumblebee home with him. And then he starts digging more deeper into this stuff, and then he calls Seymour Simmons, who has a scene in the movie with Bill O'Reilly, and Bill O'Reilly's line, one of his lines was stupid in the movie. He says, "Half the people will feel like the war would be safer without the Autobots. Get them out of here. We don't need them." Are you sure? I mean, it's often a debate about that, though, because, humans did kill a lot of Decepticons in this movie. I hope that we get more, robot-to-robot fighting in Transformers Age of Extinction, and it's not just, humans fighting humans, or not humans, fighting Decepticons and killing them all. We've seen Cade with the alien gun. I believe it's more of Autobot versus Decepticon, and them fighting and all that, and Age of Extinction. So yeah, hopefully it will be. And then back to this though. Just real quick, it's crazy of how I'm reviewing this now. And the movie came out 3 years ago. I remember seeing it at our drive-in, because we have a drive-in where I live. Like it was yesterday. And I just remember being excited for this movie. This movie was pretty awesome. And then I, read that IDW comic where supposedly Ironhide and Skids and Mudflap died, but Skids and Mudflap weren't in the movie, so it kind of spoiled it for me a little bit, and I was just not really, but I was still pissed when Ironhide died. So then we go more digging deeper into the moon stuff, and we bring Seymour Simmons back, and he's "Oh, Apollo," and then tell Megatron, let's tango, and then they have Sentinel and Optimus there, who got a new vehicle mode. Now he's like that fire truck thing, and he's just like, in a world I do not know, you are my leader now, Optimus. So like, the student becomes the teacher in a sense, kind of. And then we go, and Optimus is like, and Sentinel is just like, such a peaceful planet, much unlike the final days of Cybertron and all that. So yeah. And then we go more into digging deeper into the moon thing, because Sam just feels like he can help, and he feels like, we gotta dig deeper in this, we gotta help somehow. And then they found out stuff about the Russian cosmonauts and why they couldn't go to the moon, and find out that there was dozens of pillars there on the moon, and there was hundreds, like Sentinel said, that we had hundreds, and then there was hundreds there, and then there weren't hundreds there when you know when Optimus and Ratchet went there. There was only the 5. So yeah, found out there was hundreds of pillars on the moon, and they didn't go to the moon because Decepticons didn't want them to, because they're trying to hide the pillars and all that there. I guess they hid them there, And then we get to that, and then we find out that that they need Sentinel Prime. So we're going on the way to get Sentinel and save him or protect him. Which really, does he need protecting? Because he's a Prime. Does he need protecting? And then we have an awesome chase sequence with the Dreads, Crank Chase, Crowbar, I think, and the other one, I forgot his name, against Dino, Sideswipe, and Bumblebee. And they say there was like reused footage in this scene, but I don't know from what movie. I don't think it was another Transformers movie. I don't know, but it does look like it might have been reused footage from another movie. But it looks awesome though. It's still awesome, and how they did it was crazy. And then the part where like Bumblebee would like to do the stealth mode, and then the part where like Bumblebee like has Sam in midair. He's like, oh, the transforms back, and they're like, ah, ah, screaming. That was hilarious, and I liked that. There was some humor in this movie. I'll give it that. They seemed to put some pretty good humor in each movie. I don't really remember all that much humor in the first movie, but the second one and the third one, they put a pretty good amount of humor in there. And then we get that. We go back to Nest. Ironhide and Sideswipe fight the remaining Dreads, because they already killed one Dread. They fight the remaining Dreads, and it was like a Mexican standoff, And then they had a final battle. It was Ironhide's last battle, sadly. And they kill Crank Chase, I think, and then the other one, or Crankcase, and then I think it was Crowbar, I don't know. They kill them. They get back to Nest. Sentinel does his thing, he's just like, I'm afraid I got some bad news now. That's terrible, but no. You see, I am the key. He's just like saying, I am the key. Because you see, the only way our world could be saved, a deal had to be made with Megatron. And he kills Ironhide, and it pissed me off in the theater. It pissed me off. It made me sad and upset, and I just hated the fact that they killed off Ironhide. But yeah. Ironhide got killed. Sentinel, but shows that he's on the evil side and all that, because he sees it in Decepticons' eyes, which is stupid. Anyway, we go back to more of that. Sentinel gets the pillars. He tries setting them up. He sends out thousands of pillars. He gets the pillars, and he gets thousands of Decepticons, and he sends out the pillars everywhere. Doing that one night in Washington, and there was a scene where at the end of that, Optimus is like, it's not over, and then Sentinel's just like, you're lucky I didn't kill you. Quick question, why did Optimus not just kill Sentinel there? He had an opportunity. He could have but he killed him in an awesome fashion later, and had an awesome battle with him. And then we had the stuff with all that, and then sending out the pillars. Sentinel basically says you have to exile the Autobots, and then foolishly the humans do it. I don't know, stupid. And then yeah, they do it. The ship gets sent out. Sam gets caught by the Decepticons, and because Soundwave was the car that Dylan, who is working for the Decepticons, gave to Carly. So that happened. Got captured. He asked Optimus, "What are you gonna do?" And he said they're not gonna fight back. So they destroyed, or Starscream destroyed the ship that they were in, or supposedly they were in, because they weren't in the ship. And then they fly a full scale invasion. Like Chicago gets totally destroyed. Like there's a bunch of humans that died. They got evaporated. There was like a skull. You could see a skull. It's terrible. And then like Sam meets up with Epps because he has to save Carly, and he goes in there knowing we gotta fight him. We gotta do this. And then they look like they might die, and then the ship gets torn up by Optimus. Surprise! The Autobots aren't dead. They destroy the wreckers, like completely dismantle a Decepticon that was in a ship. And then he's like, finally, the humans see that Decepticons will never leave your planet alone. Blah 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 blah. They could have done without all those people dying, but I don't know. But yeah. And then we go on. We have battles. We have the awesome battle with the Driller and Shockwave and all the other Decepticons. But why is it Optimus got caught when he was in the jetpack, like in all those wires? Why did he not cut himself down? He could have cut himself down, I think, but whatever. They go on to that. We have more final battles. We have just like amazing battles. We have the awesome stuff with the humans destroying the Decepticons and the building thing, and them trying to take down the pillars, and then the one was in the southeast cupola, and then that's terrible. Then we get some more of the stuff. Optimus finally gets free. He goes and destroys all these Decepticons and have an awesome battle. Takes down Shockwave, destroys him, kills him after the humans help to take him down a little bit and take out these other Decepticons. After the Autobots were captured, Wheeljack dies, or Q, and and all that. And Soundwave gets killed awesomely, but Bumblebee he's just blows his head off. Other stuff happens. Starscream died because Sam and the humans, which that kind of sucks, but not really. Just Starscream was cool, and for Decepticon, he was cool. He is my favorite Decepticon character. So yeah, and then we go on more. The Coupler gets destroyed. The pillar gets destroyed. We have the final battle between Sentinel and Optimus. Then we had the awesome jetpack stuff before. Then we had the final battle between Sentinel and Optimus, and then Optimus gets his arm cut off. It looks like it's bad. Sam's trying to take down the Dylan guy and prevent him from reactivating the thing because he reactivated it. And then Megatron's just finally, Cybertron, you're home. And then Carly talks some sense into Megatron and says, it's a shame that after today, the Decepticons will take over the Earth and you won't be the ruler. He's like, it will be me, it'll always be me. After today, he'll be nothing but Megatron's bitch. And then he's just like, argh. And then, we see Megatron, we see Sentinel fight Optimus again, and then Megatron comes from behind pew, pew, this is my planet. And then Optimus, Megatron just and then the pillar gets destroyed, Bumblebee rips it down. Then I guess Sam kills Dylan like he said he promised he would. He's like, I'm just a messenger. It's and he kills Dylan because he gets shocked by the pillar. And then we have the final battle between Sentinel and Optimus. It was an awesome, amazing battle. A bunch of stuff happened with it. Bumblebee was doing breakdancing, fighting in there during it. And then we get to the other stuff with that. And then we have the final battle. Megatron, gets killed in a sad way by Optimus. And then he's just we need a truce. I need to be in charge. It's who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out. And he kills him and all that, and yeah. And then we have the thing of Sentinel and Optimus. Optimus kills Sentinel, and we're finally at the end. We're finally at peace, and that's Transformers: Dark of the Moon. It's a good movie. I love it. It's a thing to trust your ally. Be careful with who you trust, kind of. So with Sentinel, and then I don't know, why is it the humans, why is Dylan such an idiot to, like, work with the Decepticons when he said, you know what, do you think I wanted this? I inherited it. That doesn't mean that you could get them to, like, kill Laserbeak and Soundwave, you know? But, whatever. I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna run out of time here. The movie was awesome. 4 out of 5. I still love it. I think it was a good movie. I can't wait till Age of Extinction in 2 days, guys. Hope you enjoyed my review. God bless you guys. Enjoy. God bless you guys. Hope you enjoy Age of Extinction. I hope it's awesome and amazing, you guys. Tell me your thoughts below on Dark of the Moon, and I'll have more videos coming the rest of the week. This is your boy, Mr. Prime, sign out. Autobots and Bats roll out. God bless you guys. God bless.